I know they want to play their matches at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, but they are sort of looking at elsewhere as well. But that's not the only thing they're possibly looking at. They're looking for new owners as well. And we have an update to share with you on that front. A name that you may know very well, COVID times, let me take you back, a name that we would all hear very often every day. The CEO of the Serum Institute of India, Adar Poonawalla, has now shown interest, and he is given a very clear statement taking to social media platform X. He says that he's going to be submitting a strong bid for the Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the months to come, and he feels it's one of the finest teams to have ever existed in the IPL. Siddharth Vishwanathan with me right now, who has more details about the kind of interest, the amount of competition that he faces. Over to you, Siddharth. Tell us about the competition Adar Poonawalla faces, and what is it about this bid that you've picked up?
If you just have a look at the tweet that Adar Poonawalla has made, see, this is the tweet that is there. He's given no financial details, he's given nothing at this point in time, but he's going to present a strong bid. Now, basically, who is Adar Poonawalla? He is the, you may say, after Namita Thapar, the most established face when you have to look at pharma in that sense. So that's why over the past
You've
couple
been
of
watching
years,
a lot of Shark Tank, I see,
I
Siddharth.
mean, pharma, that's the first thing that I had to
I,
do. Yeah.
I know that pun.
Exactly. So he's the chief executive officer in the Pune-based vaccine major Serum Institute of India, and that is where he's coming from. But if you're asking me about who are the competitors who are there, see, the whole thing is that you've got Blackstone Inc., you've got Temasek Holdings, the early aspirants who are wanting to buy a stake in RCB at this point in time. Because not just that, you've also got global buyout firms like Advent International, PAG, and Carlyle Group that are also evaluating the bids for RCB at this point in time. Now, many people will want to know where has this come from, because remember, Diageo, they have begun the process of the sale for RCB, which began in November, and they are expected to complete the formalities by March of 2026. And the valuation
So
that they
that's the
have,
key. That's the key.
yeah,
They want to be done with this whole selling process before the start of the tournament.
yes,
You're looking at the tournament starting on the 22nd, 23rd of March.
correct.
Before that, they want to be done with this.
And
I
also the
think
financial year ends also by that period.
exactly. You want to close the books in this in FY 25, 26. That's what it will be counted as. Also, the other thing, if I'm looking to get somebody new to fill in the shoes right now, fill in the shoes that I'll be emptying, then must I give the opportunity to that particular entity from purely a business standpoint to maximize on the season ahead? If I was to do it, again, that's 3 months of being exposed or 3 months of the maximum utility. After that, there's a bit of a dormancy.
Yeah.
Yes, you stay in the news. Yes, there's some activity here and there, but plum months, 3, 2.5 months of the IPL,
months.
that's what you want.
Exactly. But the
Go ahead.
valuation that has been quoted is close to USD 2 billion.
Oof.
Yes, that is huge. Now, that is the power that RCB has. Now, many people will be asking, how does this impact RCB at this point? Will there be a name change, like you pointed out, venue marketing and all those kind of things? What are the logistics? Well, I spoke to RCB sources, RCB personnel during the WPL auction. And they mentioned that the process of transition with this Diageo sale that is happening, you will not see the impact of it this season.
Okay.
The transition and everything that is going to take place behind the scenes that's happening. Okay, so you will have new owners, but you are not going to see the name of the franchisee changed, not as of now.
I think that's taking away the identity of this particular sporting brand, because again, you will not often people say Royal Challengers Bengaluru. It's RCB.
Yes.
That's what people know it as. And if they were to go, I understand if I'm pumping in billions of dollars in this, then I want my name to be the identity as well. Then I want whatever it may be. It may be
Yeah.
if I'm a vaccine maker, at some point I want my initials to be reflecting,
Correct.
or at least one word to be. But with RCB, I think you need to be very, very strategic over here. How is it that I can get that plug?
Exactly.
Because the moment you change the name, and we've seen this happen a lot in sports, the moment you change a name, things change as well. At times they don't. Delhi Capitals becoming Delhi Capitals from the Delhi Daredevils didn't change much. Although briefly there was a change in fortune
Yes.
for a couple of seasons, but not entirely. But again, the recall value of your
Yeah.
original name is massive, and that is what the new owners will have to be
I
careful
mean,
of.
let us understand one thing. No one knows Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Everybody knows RCB. Okay. Now, if you have to look at it from a purely pharma point of a joke, RCB does equate to red blood, RBC in that sense, red blood corpuscles. You just switch the C and the B around
We
at this
can't do
stage.
that, na?
We can't. But then look, RCB sources have told me that the change in name is not something they're looking at. The changes, if you get a new owner now, now people are wondering, okay, I'm getting a new owner now. What is going to happen to all of that? RCB will remain with the same entity, whatever is the paperwork, the transition. Remember, they are closing the deal. They want to close the deal by March 2026. But the paperwork, the finalization, the investment, the equity, everything of that will come within 6-7 months after the season is over.
Okay.
So by 2027, you will have a new franchisee, but it necessarily might have the same name as RCB. It still be Royal Challengers Bangalore. Because remember, why did Royal Challengers come into the picture? Because United Spirits. Because
Absolutely.
Diageo had a stake in that. United Spirits were the
United, yeah, Diageo. So just for your understanding, Diageo are the parent
Main.
company. They're the umbrella body over here.
Yes.
Under them, there is United Spirits. United
Yes.
Spirits are the current owners of RCB.
yeah.
Also, United Spirits. Remember, Vijay Mallya. He had acquired RCB to begin with, and then in 2014 there was another little shake-up of sorts.
Yes.
And we all know what happened with the Vijay Mallya story over there. But now what Diageo, the parent company, have decided, they want to get done with this United Breweries stake, and they want to proceed in a new direction altogether.
But there is one comment that someone has asked. Mohit Kumar Singh, if owner is Adar Poonawalla, so will the home venue be Pune? I understand where he's coming from because Adar Poonawalla is based in Pune. And remember, most of the pharma companies are based in Pune, for that matter. I mean, even you are talking about Shark Tank. Namita Thapar is also from Pune in that sense. So there is a reason that you may believe that perhaps it might happen. And remember, it's happening in the current backdrop that KSCA and RCB, there seems to be a communication gap between them. RCB have not gotten back to the KSCA about the state government implementation on the road.
I think that becomes the second big problem, that whosoever the new owners are, if hypothetically it's the Poonawallas, then I think that becomes after the name bit. I think this becomes the second big trouble for them, or the second big thing that they need to address, because shifting the fan base, shifting the again,
It'll be brand
you'll be
suicide.
very blessed. You'll be very blessed. Yes, for a couple of seasons we saw the special trains run from Chennai when the franchise was banned for a couple of years.
Also
not-
2019,
yeah,
when
when
the
there were-
Kaveri issue
with the Kaveri issue happened, you had these special trains being run as well. So we've seen that happen, but again, those are not long-term solutions. Those are not long, and you cannot be asking an entire city to do 2 months of up and down with the fan base shifting to Pune. That is a lot of rejig, and I doubt if that'll be a wise thing to do. You can have a company be based anywhere for that matter, and not always does the home team have to, or the team have to be having owners from the same city.
Look, if you shift RCB out of Bengaluru, you are committing brand harakiri. Let us make one thing clear about it. It's, as Harshit pointed out, it's not necessary. So the three main points: team name might not change because of the brand value entity is so high. Poonawalla purchased the name and logo from Diageo. It could happen. It could happen. See, the 2 million valuation will come with a lot of paperwork, and that's why in this season, RCB will remain the same from 2027 onwards. You will see a new change.
There are
in that
naming
sense.
rights involved. There are other proprietary
Logo
things.
rights,
Logo rights,
stadium
naming
rights.
rights. Exactly. So much of it
Exactly.
at stake.
Yeah, so
when it comes to these deals.
2026, it will remain RCB. 2027, what happens to that? That we'll come to only later. But as of now, the big breaking is that Adar Poonawalla, who is the CEO of Serum Institute of India, has expressed a very strong bid for RCB, the best team that he says at this point. So it won't be a new name as such. It will remain Royal Challengers Bangalore at least for 2026.
Also, just putting out a word in case some of it was new information for you, Adar Poonawalla, and some of you are young as well, I understand. So just for your benefit, Adar Poonawalla, Serum Institute of India, remember COVID vaccines? The Covishield vaccine was made by the Serum Institute of India. Adar Poonawalla owns that.
Yes.
So that's
if you go to his Twitter, that is his first pinned tweet when Covishield was
First
being
batch.
dispatched all over the country because of that. And also, Serum Institute played a big role in ensuring that yes, they got Covishield and all of the vaccines to other parts of the globe when it was needed. So,
yes. So yeah, that's the update that we wanted to share with you. And yeah, on the front of the other big thing that we were talking about at the dugout, we're still awaiting that final bit of news to come in from the ICC. We're keeping a very close eye on that. But for now, Siddharth and I will take your leave. Thank you and bye bye.
bye bye.